Yo, check. Yeah, we not the type to play games. You can state claims. Came to show the movement moving like a freight train, breaking walls and crumble earth with every step we take. We walking by with lash and your neck will break. Never let it stray, so say it wrong or set it straight. So coming at us with an awkward demeanor is leaving your life in a dead of face. So pedal straight, avoid these shots, we send it all costs. Truly believing that it'll be different, we watching your body get hauled off. Simple as this, we giving the vibe of the revolution that we living within. Diminish the doubt of the haters that talk on the low because of this minuscule shit.
How dare I complain about art? Blah. What's up, you nerds? It's your boy, the OGGM, coming to you live at 8 o'clock in the morning here at Site B on the 15th day of May, 2024, and it's 52 degrees and drizzling here in sunny Southern California. But on the bright side, it's Wednesday, which means it's time to let's all go to the game store. Let's all go to the game store. Let's all go to the game store and buy ourselves some swag. Not a lot on the shelves this week, but there might be a few that stand out to you. Remember, if I mention anything you like, call ahead to your friendly local game store and make sure they have it in stock. Or if they don't have it in stock, if they can order it for you, please. We need to keep our friendly local game stores in business. Otherwise, you end up like me, where you live in a town where there's 6 that are technically table game shops, but don't support gaming actually at all. All right, from a company called Odins Beard, we have a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition for $30. It's the Colossus's Wake, where there's a Colossus stomping through a valley, and you've got to figure out how to stop it. Does that sound like a video game that was out a couple years ago? Probably Shadow of the Colossus, but still, yeah, giant walking robots stomping through towns, destroying everything in its path. You've got to figure out how to stop it or redirect it or convince it to leave you alone. Yeah, giant robots. Can never go wrong with giant robots. From Sons of the Singularity, we have The Blessed and the Blasphemous for the most popular tabletop role-playing game in the world that isn't Dungeons & Dragons, Call of Cthulhu. For $64, you get a 7-scenario campaign set in, of all places, Morocco, during and after World War II, drawing on Morocco's rich culture and history. So we have things like Casablanca, of course, and other fun stuff that you can mess around with in the world of Morocco during World War II. Louis, this looks like the beginning of a beautiful friendship. From Exalted Funeral, we have the usual weekly dose of Exalted Funeral weirdness. We've got Chaotic Neutral, which is for the OSR OSE. We've got Green Down Mall, which is, I think, a standalone. And we've got Citadel of Ice, which is an adventure for all things, the Fantasy Trip, the game that predated GURPS. Chaotic Neutral is a 48-page comic book with a 24-page adventure module set in, any technically fantasy D20 world that apparently features a carnival amongst other things. Green Down Mall is not a new adventure. It's something that's actually been around for a while, but they're re-releasing it because it's been damaged. So they're selling it off for half price, and it involves characters traveling through a mall looking for a lost friend at night, only to see what happens in the mall at night. Now, if people who are like, oh, a mall at night or a mall when there's nobody there isn't that scary, it's brightly lit, you can see, no, it is, I assure you, a mall when nobody's in it, even with all the lights on, is scary. When I used to open for Target, you had to be there like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to open at 6 during the holidays, and we would sit in the mall waiting for Target to open, drinking coffee. It's perfectly, and even though it's lit, even though the music might be playing, between the sound of the various mechanics and the noises that the escalator makes when there's no other noise to drown it out. Yeah, they're scary. Malls are scary. Yeah. And finally, we have Citadel of Ice, which is for, of all things, the fantasy trip and takes place someplace where there's ice. And apparently you have to fight a frost giant with a bipedal orca on a leash. All right. Can we just appreciate that picture right there? You've got a Yeti with an orca on a leash, and the orca has somehow grown legs. Because, yeah, that just seems so wrong, but so awesome. All right, from Renegade Game Studios for Go Power Rangers and Transformers, more than meets the eyes. Both for the Renegade Game Studios D20 system, we have Beneath the Helmet. Can you, as a ranger, balance life between being a ranger and everyday normal teenage stuff? And can you keep your secret? Or do you endanger your family by letting them know? Or are you one of the rare rangers who just spend all your time as a ranger? And introducing some new ranger types, including the graphite rangers. I remember a lot of weird rangers that they tried to introduce to make it different for the Sentai. I don't remember a graphite ranger. Power of a pencil. And for Transformers, we have the Combiners. Yes, finally, the Transformers get their Combiners and combine several vehicles to create an even larger vehicle. From World of Quahog? Quiroga, Quagger. This is a 2d6 system of their own. We have Neuro City, Hell Knight, and Warpland. Their Neuro City Colorblind Edition for $42, Hell Knight for $40, and Warpland for $40, all using these guys' unique 2d6 system. There's you can't really have a unique 2d6 system anymore. There's only so many varieties of 2d6 you can do, but still, Neuro City is, oh my God, a dystopian cyberpunk city setting where a supercomputer is trying to take over, and there's various corporations and the usual dystopian cyberpunk noir type stuff. Hell Knight deals with an Earth ruled by demons, but you have escaped and are now seeking your chance to get back at them and do stuff. You must gather your arms and relics and fight the demons, and it includes the Doom Biker RPG system. So if anybody's familiar with the Doom Biker RPG system. And then we have Warpland is a world twisted by technology of an ancient civilization. There's mutant storms and other post-apocalypse stuff. It just sounds like PCs live in the new world of savage science and sorcery with mutants, i.e. Thundar the Barbarian. And from Monty Cook Games for the Cypher system for $50, we have a bestiary. Over 125 distinct creatures are as distinct as they can be because there's only so many creatures. For Cypher system, which so far I've played one time and is okay. I need to play it a little bit more. I have heard the superhero system for Cyphers, though, is pretty good. So that's something for that. Nothing really stands out to me this week. Maybe this simply because nostalgia. And this simply because the painting. And other than that, yeah. But don't listen to me. If any of these sound like something you want to pick up, head on over to your friendly local game store or give them a call and see if they have it in stock. Shadow and Son says he doesn't have a game shop within 100 miles of where he lives, if not farther. Where do you live? There's not a game shop. Of course, it means what do you define as a game shop at this point in time? For me, a game shop in this current environment would be, well, we've got board games, we've got Funko Pops, We've got some stuff from Japan, and maybe we carry the bare minimum of tabletop role-playing game stuff just so we can get the Magic stuff. And we've got a few others that we've special ordered. But yeah, that would be a game shop to me now, not a game shop, even as little as 4 or 5 years ago, where we actually had stores specifically dedicated to Magic, Pokemon, and role-playing. Now they're more like, Barnes and Nobles, but at least they actively support role-playing. When I refer to these 6 game shops, they've got board games. All these shops look basically the same. They're the same shop. Couple board games, walls of Funko Pops, a bunch of stuff imported from Japan, but just the Americanized Japan stuff. So you got some Hello Kitty, some Pocky, some Pokemon. They'll carry Magic and the other card games. They'll maybe do Friday Night Magic. They'll have tables sometimes. And maybe if you're lucky, they might have the Wizards of the Coast stuff, because Wizards of the Coast demands that the only way they can get the Wizards of the Coast stuff is if you buy X amount of Magic. And then when you buy X amount of Magic, they send you the books, whether you actually wanted them or not. But then, of course, you have to sell X amount of the books in order to fulfill the contract, in order for them to send you more Magic. And they'll only send you more. It's very confusing, but yeah. So that's what you have now. I do not have that. I have everything but the role-playing part. So I've got 6 stores that could. One of these stores is freaking huge, but I have absolutely no issue for it to put down a table or two for Friday Night D&D, or even Adventurers League, the Adventurers Guild, the official Wizards of the Coast stuff. Nope. So that's what I mean when I say I have 6 stores within walking distance, none of which carry tabletop role-playing. That was a tangent. Thanks, man. I'm the OGGM. If you appreciate me filling your noggins with this information, let me know. Please take a moment to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. We're so close to the 2001 subs by August 4th goal. Can you imagine how tranquil the world would be if I went an entire month without talking about Wizards of the Coast? I would be like an island of serenity in the August storm of people complaining, because that's when we finally see the completed project. But that depends upon you. You got to help me hit 2001 subs, and then I will give you that month free. That's my reward to you, is to not cover Wizards of the Coast for an entire month if you help me hit 2001 subs by August 4th. But if you don't,